A staggering number of nations, over 130 in all, are currently preparing for a transition toward a universal digital currency that will be issued by a central bank. And can you guess which currency is currently in the lead? Yes, I'm talking about XRP. In this video, we will reveal the potential for more than 130 countries to use the XRP ledger to power their respective digital currencies issued by their central banks. This may imply that a sizable proportion of these countries hold XRP, which has the potential to push the price of the cryptocurrency above $800. I am well aware that this may appear to be an audacious assertion, but I can guarantee that by the time this video is over, I will present the proof that substantiates this claim. Follow along with me to the very end, and then let's get into it. It's likely that you're familiar with the term Brics, which stands for the countries of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These nations have banded together to build a counterbalance to the G7 in the hopes of sculpting a dominant economic order on a global scale. Recently, they have been debating the establishment of a common digital currency backed by a central bank in order to simplify the process of making payments among themselves. The coalition is expanding, with nations including Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates joining the discussion and becoming members. After conducting comprehensive research, it is becoming increasingly apparent that Ripple may play a vital role in assisting these nations in the process of helping them design their own central bank digital currency, which will facilitate transactions between them without any complications. We have conducted extensive research into the important countries working in conjunction with Ripple and the key figures connected to Ripple XRP. These findings are truly groundbreaking in every way. The relationship between Brazil and Ripple has been quite important. In order to provide you with some background information, on August 18, 2022, Ripple successfully launched its innovative crypto on-demand liquidity service in Brazil by utilizing the XRP cryptocurrency. This collaboration between Ripple and the digital bank Travelex was a significant milestone in the company's development. This alliance aimed to simplify financial dealings between Brazil and Mexico, hence reducing the amount of time it took for transfers to take place. In a similar line, President Putin of Russia has expressed a strong interest in the cryptocurrency known as Ripple. He gave the impression that Russia was working with Ripple to build its own digital currency utilizing the XRP ledger as part of a joint project with the central bank. Putin's presidents have commented on the dwindling power of the petrodollar around the world, and they have characterized this dwindling influence as a clear and unstoppable trend. The relationship between Russia and Ripple has been further bolstered by the abundance of documents and reports that have been released. According to these sources, a collaborative effort to develop an innovative blockchain-based central bank digital money may be in the works. According to these assessments, Ripple and XRP are the two most important tools for carrying out this endeavor. Additionally, the ongoing initiatives of central bank digital currencies being developed on the XRP ledger have been highlighted on the official website of Ripple, which may be found here. Notable participation is expected from the Russian Federation as well as the Republic of Monterey. India, who are a key player in the Brics alliance, has also demonstrated an interest in the Ripple cryptocurrency. On June 28, 2023, Ripple and the Indian bank's Digital Ruby project made the announcement that they will be working together on an important project. An article gave some light on the role that Ripple played in making this initiative possible. Several Indian financial institutions have already begun the trial phase of the Digital Ruby project in spite of the lawsuit that the Securities and Exchange Commission has filed against Ripple about the XRP cryptocurrency. Ripple and Kotak Mahindra, India's most prominent central bank, have collaborated on this project as part of a joint venture, RippleNet. A system that runs on the XRP ledger and is heavily used in this project is one of the most important components of this endeavor. Moving on to China and South Africa. China has a long-standing tradition of maintaining a critical stance toward virtual currencies. However, their position regarding Ripple and XRP has been somewhat distinct from one another. Ripple made a substantial debut into the Chinese market in March of 2018 through a record-breaking cooperation with Lion, a prominent multinational bank with its headquarters in Hong Kong that focuses on payment services. This entry was made possible by Ripple's partnership with Lion. The fact that China is making measures to restrict Bitcoin trading within its borders made this collaboration an especially enticing prospect. Despite all of these obstacles, Ripple was able to successfully incorporate XRP, which may indicate that they have reached an agreement with the Chinese authorities. Moving forward to South Africa, because it is undoubtedly one of the most extensive partnerships in Ripple's history. Only a few short months ago, 13 African nations, with South Africa serving as the primary focus of their efforts, started incorporating Ripple and XRP into their respective monetary systems. Ripple and XRP are currently operating in 13 African nations, was noted in the African Blockchain Report of 2022, which was a collaborative effort between CBEC and the Standard Bank of South Africa. Even a whole chapter of the report was devoted to discussing the technology behind Ripple, which highlighted the enormous potential that exists for digital payment services such as Ripple in the African environment. Let's take a look at a map that depicts South Africa's engagement in more detail so that we can further clarify this point. Ripple has a physical presence in 11 different cities in South Africa, and even recent Brics partners like Egypt have begun using XRP for their transactions. The path that this coin will go is quite clear. It's going to hit new heights. Not only are the countries of the Brics adopting XRP, but they are also getting ready to anchor all of their international transactions on the XRP ledger in partnership with Ripple. Now let's get into the price, which will be supported by some hard statistics. Although I'm aware that some people might have doubts about the pricing that's listed in the headline, you can rest certain that it's based on research. We are taking a look at the economic data of both the G7 nations and the Brics nations, which together total an astounding $56 trillion and $27.7 trillion respectively. First things first, let's have a look at the numbers. The first number gives an indication of the nominal gross domestic product of the merged economies, and the second number gives an indication of the purchasing power parity adjusted GDP for the whole of BRX. When we compared the G7 to BRX, it was clear that BRX had a total PPPGP that was much higher than that of the G7. Now, just for the sake of this hypothetical discussion, let's assume that the BRX nations are the only ones to embrace XRP. Given that we've seen multiple banks in Canada, the United States, and other G7 countries showing interest in XRP, this is a modest estimate. Nevertheless, on the basis of these findings, let us proceed with the hypothesis that only BRX countries will use XRP. In order to estimate what the future price of XRP might be, we looked at how much the market cap was compared to the combined GDP of the BRIC countries. We based our calculations on a market cap of $56 trillion, which is equivalent to the total PPPGP of Brics, using a circulating supply of 100 billion XRP and using the US dollar as our reference currency, despite the fact that one may argue that XRP might become the standard in the future. After doing some calculations, we have determined that one XRP coin is worth an astounding $550. Therefore, a price of $550 per XRP token is anticipated if only the Brics nations accept the cryptocurrency. Taking into account the rapid daily transactions between these countries that total $56 trillion, I have every reason to anticipate that the price might skyrocket much more, with the possibility of getting into the thousands or perhaps the tens of thousands of dollars. However, I feel it is important to stress that the following does not constitute financial or legal advice. Although I won't be going into detail about the XRP repurchase in this video, I do have evidence to support the possibility that it may happen in the near future. A change of this nature can have a sizable effect on the price of XRP. The majority of industry professionals anticipate prices in the range of $1.67 to $1.83 per coin. In addition, the state of the US currency right now is quite precarious. The dominance of the dollar could erode if the United States does not quickly transition to more advanced technology. That's all for now. Thank you and see you in our next video.